This is the Baron von John Jacob Jingleheimer Veralter Schmidt.
That's my name, too.
Silence! Welcome to this year's episode of Flannel Theater. Today, we bring you the movie Tangled. It is a movie that is loved by children all around the world. I loved it. I like it too.
It was fantastic.
Too. I love
This movie was one of my favorites.
I love it. I like it too.
I can't believe how great this movie is. My favorite movie ever.
I like Frozen better. Many women had seen this movie. I saw it. I saw it. But not many men had seen it. I saw it. The girls made a list of all the reasons they loved this movie. And so did the boys. This movie catapulted Disney's reputation. It caused Disney's stock to rise. And it turned a major profit.
Top Gun neighbor.
Our story begins with our main character, Rapunzel, today being played by Miriam, the sister of Moses. Hello, my name is Moses. This is my little sister Miriam, playing Rapunzel.
I'm Miriam.
And while every story has to have a hero, it also has to have an enemy. An enemy. Today, Mother Gothel is being played by Sapphira. Sapphira, you may remember, was the wife of Ananias, who was already dead from lying. Look, if you're going to keep this up, you're going to be a very busy man. So why don't you just wait right over here until we get a really, really good one, and then you can come back.
Okay, I'll just stand right over here.
Children, if you do not know your Bible or your Bible characters, some of these jokes are going to go over your head. Let me illustrate. Here's a joke being played by a hammerhead shark, and it's going over your head. Today, your head is being played by the severed head of John the Baptist. Our story begins with Act 1. And so, children, our story unfolds. One day, Mother Gothel was walking around outside in the middle of the great Foggy Mountain National Forest. She was feeling a little crabby when she suddenly stumbled upon a magical flower. The magical flower today being played by the burning bush.
You and only you can prevent forest fires.
Silence! Mother Gothel used the magical powers found within the flower to give her long life. But one day, the flower disappeared. The magical flower was then used to heal young Princess Rapunzel, today being played by this girl.
Would you like some hot chocolate?
This made Mother Gothel very angry, and so she kidnapped young Rapunzel and placed her behind a locked door. And as Rapunzel grew into a teenager, Mother Gothel had a revelation. She would use the magical powers now contained in Rapunzel's hair to extend her life. These powers were only activated when Rapunzel would sing. Rapunzel, look at me when I'm talking to you. Sing to me, Rapunzel, sing to me. Flower gleam and glow, let your power shine. Make the clock reverse, bring back what once was mine. Hear what has been heard, bring back what once was mine. Silence! And now our story continues with Act 2. Out in the village, Flynn Rider, today being played by, let's see, one of David's men. I'm one of David's men. We won the boat race. Flynn Rider was on the lam. One day, Flynn Rider was walking through the wilderness and he came upon a large tower. But little known to Flynn Rider, high atop the tower, behind a locked door, was young Rapunzel and Fiona, today being played by Eutychus.
Hey, Fiona, this is my story. Get out!
And she kicked Eutychus out the window. And Fiona, today being played by Eutychus, fell out of the window of the tower and died. Many of you children are asking, who is Eutychus? I do not know who Eutychus is. Meanwhile, back inside, Flynn Rider scaled the side of the tower and came in through the window and surprised young Rapunzel. Rapunzel was so surprised that she hit him upside the head with a large silver frying pan. Today, the large silver frying pan being played by Peace Hippopotami.
Hip, hip, hooray, God made all of us.
What Flynn Rider did not reveal to Rapunzel was that his reason for being in the tower is that he had just escaped from a local tavern where he was being pursued by the Stabbington brothers. Today, being played by these two creepy cats. One of them had said to the other brother,
One of us may not be able to catch Flynn Rider, but surely two can.
And so they assembled a gang to help them pursue Flynn Rider. Today, the gang being played by the Bellmount Boys, featuring Dirk being played today by the Angel of Death, Chaz being played by this not-so-tall giraffe, and Ernest. Rapunzel was sharing her greatest wish with Flynn Rider.
It would be a lot easier if you stood up while you talked to me, Rapunzel.
Is this better?
Yes. There, that's much better. Now, what is your wish?
I would like to see the sky lanterns. They come out on my birthday every year.
Okay, let's go.
And so, Flynn Rider and Rapunzel set off on an adventure together, which took them to a local tavern where there were a lot of men who were carousing and drinking and making very unwise choices. All except for 3 wise men who did not drink. And then they all stopped and sang a song about dreams, which unfortunately we do not have time for in today's episode. Hey, I love that song. And so, following the song, Flynn Rider and Rapunzel escaped the tavern and went into the forest, where they were pursued by a royal white horse named Maximus. Today, the white horse being played by this white horse who shows up to the Garden of Eden to be named by Adam. Hey, after this, you want to run around and jump off bridges and run around the town together? Stop, stop, stop. This is too silly. We cannot use this flammable piece. These people are barely dressed.
Yeah.
But meanwhile, back in the wilderness, in hot pursuit were the Stabbington brothers and their gang of the Bellmount Boys, who stumbled upon something in the middle of the wilderness. Well, well. And when they found the well, Ernest approached the well and looked in and found a riddle that was being told by joke-telling Patrick Chappelle, who was dressed like this because it was freezing cold in Allen Arena. What's black and white and red all over? Ernest knew the answer to the riddle. It was this house belonging to Nicodemus. And as soon as he solved the riddle, there was a loud gong. And the fog suddenly appeared. And now, children, it is time for Act 3. Or is it 4? And so Rapunzel and Flynn Rider headed out to the lake so that they could fulfill her wish of seeing the sky lanterns. They boarded this boat today, being played by the disciples on the Sea of Galilee. And they got into the boat.
Rapunzel, you may want to sit down. It's going to be easier. You're rocking the boat.
Is this better?
Yes.
Rapunzel was being accompanied by her little tiny friend, Pascal, which would make sense to be played by this gecko, but instead would be much funnier if Pascal is today played by this ankylosaurus. They are also joined on the lake by Seabass 139. And it was at this point that the magical sky lanterns appeared. Oh, Flynn, they're beautiful, causing Flynn and Rapunzel to break into song. And at last I see the lighthouse, and it's like the fog has lifted. But later, back in the tower, was Mother Gothel, and things were getting very tense. Mother Gothel was feeling a little ill. And suddenly, Flynn Rider appeared, along with Rapunzel, and
Pascal, Mother Gothel cut off Rapunzel's hair. And then it was too late. She began to age very rapidly. Today, Mother Gothel is being played by Methuselah. What's happening to me? And just as things were coming to a climactic end, they were all consumed by the USA whale. Hello, I'm Lipscomb University President Dr. Candace McQueen, standing here on the campus of Lipscomb University. Earlier this week, and I'd like to personally apologize that because of all the rain, the entrance to the new Johnson lobby now looks like this. Full of fresh water. Not anymore. It's now salt water because somebody didn't listen. But please, come to Lipscomb.
That was epic. I love it.
How long did you record?
I lost about 30 seconds.